Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are reviewing the Fenty Beauty products. Some of the products that I've received in my PR lately, especially the Moroccan Spice palette. So this one is a completely honest, full review, full detailed review, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So keep on watching if you are interested. Right, so to prep my eyes, I'm firstly just going to go in with my brightening concealer by Benefit, and I'm just going to not take my new sponge actually because that's really nice and clean. I want to save that for my concealer. And I'm just going to take my Sigma flat angled brush and just start to work the product onto my eye. Okay, so you guys know it is like super important for me to have like a really nice, clean, smooth base over my eye before I start my shadows. So I feel like this makes a difference to the pigment of the shadows. I feel like it helps it. Okay, to set over that, I'm just going to take the Benai Fair Powder, the translucent powder. It's like a really nice salmony sort of color, but it's super light. So if you are yellow skin toned, then I wouldn't recommend this one for you. I would recommend the banana one. I almost forgot to do my eyebrows, which is terrible of me. And I always feel like something's missing if my eyebrows aren't done. So I'm just gonna take the Signature Brow in Light Brown by Kat Von D. And I'm just gonna fill in my brows. Oh, this one looks like it's gonna be a little too light. Oh no, it's fine. Brows. So moving on. All right, so let's get straight into this Fenty Beauty review. So this is the Moroccan Spice palette. Let's have a little close-up of these shadows right here. And just to do something different today, I'm actually just going to kind of create a more like a pinky kind of glam with these sort of middle colors. So the first color I'm going to pick up is Souk It To Me. Souk It To Me. I'm just going to pick that up on a Zoeva 225. And we're going to start to place it in the socket. So I'm just creating a really defined socket with this color. I actually really like this shade. I think it's really nice for like a more golden skin tone. When I first applied it, it separated a little bit, but it's actually looking pretty good. So to be honest with you guys, when I first received this in my PR, I was a little taken back by the product, and the reason why I was because I didn't feel like it was super pigmented on my hand. Like I swatched it on my hand and I was like, I kind of expected a more stronger pigment. Having said that, I really thought to myself, okay, well, I usually conceal my eyes first. I usually pat my eyes down with powder first. That has such a massive difference in all the shadows that I use, because I feel like it really helps them sort of stick to the skin and stick to the eye. So far so good. Like, I'm liking this shadow. I think that it's a really nice color, really nice transition color. It is a little bit drier. It's definitely not as buttery as the Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows. The next thing that we're going to do is pick up this pinky little shade right here, which I believe is called... Oh man, this is too hard. This is like a map, like to try and find them. This pinky shade right here. I'm just going to pick that up on a 234 by Zoeva and press it onto my eye. Ooh. I really like this shade. Definitely went on quite quickly. So I just don't find this shadow as well super smooth. They're just like a little bit trickier to move around. I love this pinkiness though. Oh my god, so pretty. So the next shade that I'm going to pick up is this one right here, and I'm just going to take that on my finger because I always find that they just are better on the finger. And I'm just going to press it. Okay, this one isn't too pigmented. Okay, I'm just going to pick up a 239 by Zoeva and pick up this little pinky shimmery shade here. Oh, that's better. Oh, I like that one. Okay, I like that one better than the other one. Okay, so guys, so far so good with this eyeshadow. I'm liking it. The next shade that I'm going to go in with is this little reddy one right here, or like pinky reddy you should say. I'm just going to pick it up on my 225, and I'm just going to apply it to the outside just to make it a little bit more deeper. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. I love this brush so much because it just like gets right in my eye, well, like for my eye especially. My eyes are a little bit hooded, so it just helps me create that really nice defined socket. Okay, I'm just going to blend it off with a 228. I'm really excited about this, you guys. It looks so good. Okay, it's going to look better once my skin's done. Now I'm going to take my Revolution eyeliner. Oh, no. For lashes, I'm just going to take these Model Rock lashes that I bought as a 5-pack. I actually completely forgot their name, so I'm just going to put it in the description box below. For my primer today, I'm going to take the CoverFX Illuminating Primer. The reason why I'm going to do that is because I'm slightly drier, and the Fenty Beauty Pro Matte, PROFILTER foundation is quite matte, or I found it's quite matte on me. So I need something to really hydrate my skin underneath. Okay, let's get stuck into our foundation. So I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation in the shade 270. So for my brush today, I'm just going to use the Fenty Beauty Kabuki Face and Body Brush and start to apply that foundation. It's applying it really nicely. I do love the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter. I do. It's very nice. I'm just going to do one side of my face to show you guys. Now, I do believe that the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter oxidizes. Like, it goes on quite light and then it gets a little bit dark. Alright guys, so this is one side of my face and that's the natural side of my face. You could just see on this side, everything just looks like a little bit more smooth, a little bit more blurred. It's what I really like about this foundation. It does have a very good blurring formula. Okay, now it's time to go in with my concealer. You guys know that I'm loving the Conceal and Define at the moment in the shade C8 Revolution. I was gonna say Revlon. Revolution. I'm gonna take that all the way down to this area here. Then I'm gonna take a little on the nose. I feel like when I don't do this, it makes such a difference. Like, I always hate my makeup and I'm like, why? And it's because I didn't do this step right here. Now I'm just going to take my Model Rock sponge. I love this. It's got a flat side and it's just so much easier to press the product into the skin. Now to set my under eyes, I'm just going to take my flat sponge and my Benai Fair powder. I'm loving baking lately. Like, I'm seriously loving baking. Sometimes I just go off it and I can't be bothered and I'm like, yeah, no. I can't be bothered, I'm being lazy, but honestly when I do it, it makes such a difference. Okay, I'm not going to bake anything on the forehead because that's dry enough at the moment, especially with the tan. I'm just going to leave it baking underneath here and there. And I'm not going to set anywhere else with this foundation because it's matte enough as it is and I'm super dry. Alright, to bronze up my face, I'm just going to take my 168 by MAC and my little Dior Backstage contour palette. I love this formula so much. It's so beautiful. I'm just going to shade underneath the cheekbones. For blush today, I'm just going to pick up the NARS Orgasm. Woo! Almost dropped that there. And I'm just going to pick that up on a 126 by Zoeva. Now, I want this blush to really match my eyes. So I want it to be really nice and flushed and right just on the apples of the cheeks here. Yes, that's what we want. And the last step for my face is to go in with the How Many Carats Diamond Bomb highlighter by Fenty Beauty, which is this one here. Just got it in PR and it looks like it's going to be super, super creamy as well. So let's start with applying a little on my finger. Ooh. Okay, it's kind of like really, it's really glittery and kind of disappeared a little. I don't know if I really like it as a nose highlight. I think there's too much glitter in it. I think if we pop it, yeah, like I think it's nicer if you just kind of like massage it onto like the eyelids. See that there? So now when I look down and I've just sort of applied a little bit to my eyes, I think that looks nicer than having it as a highlight. I feel like there's just a little too much glitter to have it as a highlight as opposed to like shimmer. I'm just gonna pick it up on my highlighting Morphe brush. I'm not sure I love it as a highlighter. I think definitely just a topper over some eyeshadow, it's nice. Or maybe over the lips as well. But I'm not really loving it as a highlight, so I'm gonna pop this one down. I'm actually gonna pick up instead this Killer Watt Foil Highlighter Duo by Fenty Beauty, which are these two shades instead. And I'm gonna take that on my highlighting brush. Yeah, so you can see that that's a lot more pigmented. Still very glittery though. Just popping a little bit of that in the inner corners has made a huge difference. Definitely a lot more pigmented. I like this one a lot better. All right, let's get to our under eyes now. I'm just gonna take this Sigma Bullet Brush and the Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice Palette. All right, I'm just gonna take the transition shade we used first. And then with the same brush, I'm just gonna pick up the little reddy shade here. And just kind of like, you know, smudge out the outsides a little more mascara, and just kind of like apply it really gently to the bottom lashes. I've got to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, so I'm gonna have fun taking this off late tonight. For lips, I have 3 options here, so let's just see how they turn out. We're just gonna go in first with the Revolution Vow lip liner. which is like my cup of tea. So this is the Fenty Beauty Snakeskin. Oh wow, I don't know if I could do this one. All right, let's just see what it looks like. I don't like it, I gotta take it off. Okay, I'm just gonna try and go over that with the Zoeva Premiere acoustic feeling. Oh, that's better. All right guys, to end this tutorial, I'm just gonna take a little bit of the Fenty Beauty Body Lava and this puff, this cute little puff. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of that Body Lava and I'm just gonna pop it over my décolletage just to give me a little extra glow. Can you guys see that? So finishing up, the last thing I'm going to do is take my mattifying setting spray by CRxx because we've got a matte foundation today, so I might as well just go all with it. Okay, the CRxx ones come out really strong. That's the end of the tutorial, guys. This was the review of the mostly Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette, but a few other Fenty Beauty goodies. I have to say that when I first received this in PR, I put it out in my hand and I was like, I don't really feel like they're really pigmented. And that's why I really wanted to ask you guys what you thought of it, if you had used it before, and if you wanted a tutorial. And it was like, no questions asked. It was like 97% yes of you wanted an actual tutorial, so that's why I had to do it. And I'm so glad that I did, because I probably would have just pushed this one to the side if I didn't try it out with the concealer underneath and like properly primed and everything like that, because I'm just showing you guys again my eyes. I actually really liked the way that it turned out. I feel like they are super pigmented, a little harder to move around, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's like pretty good thing as well, which is why I understand their formula. So I'm gonna say I'm a fan of this one. My favorite shades are definitely the ones that I used so far. I just didn't really love this one too much here, but I loved the rest of them. I thought they were super beautiful. Moving on to the PROFILTER matte filter foundation, Fenty Beauty, super matte, but it does have a really nice blurring formula. For me personally, I prefer to wear something a little more luminous, but I know my oilier girls out there would absolutely love this one. Okay, we've got the Fenty Beauty How Many Carats Diamond Bomb. Now, I love this over the eyes. Didn't really like it so much on my face as a highlighter just because I found it was super glittery, but I replaced it with this Killer What Sand highlighter, and that one was really quite nice. So that's the one that's right here. Forgot to use this one. Okay, all right, let's have a look. This Diamond Milk Lip Topper. I think it's given a nice little touch to my lips. So that one's not too bad actually. The one that I just tried now, can't believe I literally forgot to use it. But I think it would be just super similar to having just like a really nice clear gloss. I don't find that it's too sticky though, so I do like that about it, I guess. I don't like it when my glosses are too sticky. Well, that's the end of the tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Fenty Beauty review. I will see you next time. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.